President Obama said that he designed Obamacare after Romneycare and basically made it Obamneycare.
I support universal health care. The real question then is, how do you get to universal health care? How do you get there? In my view, you get there through incentives, changing the rules of insurance, and subsidy.
With a little assist from the former governor of Massachusetts, we said that health care should no longer be a privilege in this country.
The president's copying that idea. I'm glad to hear that.
Mitt Romney should be considered the father of national health care.
Massachusetts health care law wasn't just the inspiration, but truly the blueprint for the president's health care reform plan.
When they were crafting the Affordable Care Act, several of Romney's advisors, health care experts, people who were consulted by the Romney administration, were also being consulted by the Obama White House about how to duplicate what was done in Massachusetts and on the national level.
Able to put in place a plan that helped get health insurance premiums down and gets all of our citizens insured. If we can do that nationally, we help not only Michigan and the auto industry, but the entire nation.
Flip-flop Mitt.
And at the time, by the way, I crafted the plan, and in the last campaign, I was asked, is this something that you would have the whole nation do? And I said, no.
I support universal health care.
This is something that was crafted for Massachusetts. It would be wrong to adopt this as a nation.
I support universal health care. You're only allowed a certain number of flips before people begin to doubt your character.
And then becomes, how do you ensure the 45 or 50 million Americans who are not on the books?
Well, that's what we did in Massachusetts, and that is we put together an exchange, and the president's copying that idea. I'm glad to hear that. Obamacare is bad news. The president's copying that idea. I'm glad to hear this. And if I'm president of the United States, I will repeal it.
Flopper who changed his position because of political expedience.
If you're looking for someone who's never changed any positions on any policies, then I'm not your guy. I'm not your guy.
Candidate. I believe that since Roe v. Wade has been the law for 20 years, that we should sustain and support it. And I sustain and support that law. I will be a pro-life president.
The idea of America spending massive amounts, trillions of dollars to somehow stop global warming is not a great idea. But I believe that we could do that. And so I think it's important for us to reduce our emissions of pollutants and greenhouse gases that may well be significant contributors to the climate change and the global warming.
I'm not willing to sit back and say, too bad for Michigan, too bad for the car industry.
That's exactly what I said. Let Detroit go bankrupt.